Old man Woody likes the crooked cock.
Kyle,
Okay.
do you want to hear about the only time that I think I've been as high as you?
Hit us up.
Yeah. I hope it's scary.
So it's not scary, but it's I think it's pretty interesting. So my best friend Cheney was playing a music festival called Hard Summer in the middle of July in LA. It was at this place called the Glen Helen Amphitheater. It's kind of like in San Bernardino, so an hour away from LA, in the desert, an hour east towards Nevada. And it's up in this nice little amphitheater. It's in like a mountainside. There's one road in, we're on one road out. She's playing at like noon. It's fucking hot. It is what it is, but we get there early because I love her. She opens the festival. Of course, once she's done at 1, we rip some shots. I haven't eaten. She hasn't eaten. We go backstage and they have artist food carts and some other stuff. And there's a weed stand. And I'm like, oh my God, free weed? Like, yeah, of course. It's Snoop Dogg's weed company. Apparently he's going to come through, but it's his weed company. They're sponsoring. So they give each of us a goodie bag. In there is a bag of chips, a soda, like this like tincture thing, whatever. I'm hungry. I'm hanging out. Like, I'm not really thinking too much about it. And so I drink a soda and eat 2 bags of the chips. And I'm like, oh man, these probably do have weed in them, maybe like a 25 milligram or whatever. And I look at the bag, and the bag is 250 milligrams.
Wait, of chips?
Of chips.
There's
right?
weed chips?
Weed chips and the weed soda. The soda was
Did they
80
taste
milligrams
gross?
each. No, I mean, I don't know. I was kind of drunk at that point, but it doesn't matter. So I'm eating 2 bags of these. It's not 250 milligrams. The whole amount that I ate was 250 milligrams, the 2 bags and the soda. So I'm like, oh man, this is going to be a real problem. It's 1 p.m. The festival ends at midnight. Like, we have a very long time. Like around 3 p.m., I'm kind of out of it, whatever, like really seriously super tired, like kind of drooling on myself type beat. Never been this high in my entire life. And my friend Cheney's like, we got to get you home. And I was like, yeah, it's probably for the best. I can skip day 1 of the festival. It's not that big of a deal. She walks me to the entrance of the festival and she goes, go get an Uber. And I'm like, okay, I love you. Thank you for taking care of me. The problem is that from that point on, I couldn't find the Uber lot. I don't know what the issue was, but I remember being so high that I couldn't fucking find the Uber lot. And I kept walking and walking, and there were so many cars, like a huge line down this one road in. I couldn't fucking find the Uber lot. So I kept walking, and eventually I went to an intersection, and I finally got an Uber to pick up. And the lady was sitting right next to me, and she goes, "What the fuck are you getting an Uber picked up here for?" I was like, I couldn't find the Uber lot. And she goes, this is a highway on-ramp. And I was like, okay. So I got in her car, and she drove me back to the hotel. And I get there, and I order a pizza. The pizza comes like 10, 15 minutes later because it was from the room service. And then my friends walk in. And they're like, oh, so how you been? I was like, I don't know, man. I got here like 15 minutes ago. I got a pizza. And they're like, you left 8 hours ago. What happened? It's like, I couldn't find the Uber lot. I walked down the mountain. And I finally managed to get an Uber to pick me up at the highway entrance. So I will never again do that much edible.
How did the rest of it go? How long did it take you to come down?
I don't know. I fucking ate pizza and went to bed. I can't remember. It was not great. I spent Kyle the ticker.
I'm high, very high.
I'm just straight up
I'm not having a good time. I'm empathizing with you so hard.
Me too.
That has got to be kudos
Probably.
to you for eating that amount of weed for the show.
Should be a trophy or a belt.
Should be. We should give you a like a
What
Pokemon
kind? You guys
badge.
should. How much could it cost to make one of those like WWE belts? But it's like a tasteful, yet.
I would like a
$200
badge.
bucks.
I would
Do a
like
subreddit contest.
I would like
right?
a
Who
badge.
designs the best? You want a
I,
badge?
I want a badge. I want a
like
badge.
a pin badge that you can put on a jacket, right?
What do
We
you
should
want it
give
to
him
say?
a ribbon for every time he gets
I don't know.
high.
Have you ever seen like the SS
Biggest retard
caps?
in
How
Colorado.
they have the
the SS caps. Super stoned. No, I'm wearing I just have a dozen super stone tattoos. Why do you? Well, then explain the swastikas. That
Oh my God.
I actually practice Hinduism.
And the guy who gave it to me was looking at a mirror when he gave it to me. So simple, honest mistake.
I've never seen a Nazi tattoo in public, but I have to imagine like
I've seen one.
really.
It was
Which one was it?
It was in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. I was there for a soccer tournament. I remember it because it was this dude just walking around. It was on his calf, and I was like, "All right."
What was it? A swastika?
It was a swastika. Yeah, it was a fat one. Like I don't know what it's called. Don't they have like an iron cross like thingy?
Yeah, the iron cross. Yeah. They had
but it was like in that style, but a swastika. You know, like I don't know. It was like a steel outline. I don't know. Somebody linked an Etsy thing, and
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I've never seen someone with a swastika.
Nope, that is not a swastika. Yeah, it was
SS
a swastika
tattoo
thing on their calf.
Like, but I imagine people who get out of prison who like joined a gang for protection immediately, like step one has to be like tattoo removal parlor, Google search. How do I make myself not a Nazi anymore? Or at least turn it into like
do you think
we've
that's
said
that
before.
Prevalent though?
What?
Like going into the like white power group for protection, like you think there's
isn't it?
no
It's
other
the
group
only white
that-
group.
I mean,
right?
I bet there's a bunch of like white power, like white supremacist groups,
true.
but like they're also like operating as a business. And so like you can look online and see like current alliances of prison gangs. And it'll be like the Aryan nation is allied with the black,
What the
triumphant
fuck?
group or whatever, because they work together in drug dealing and stuff. And so you see, or like the Latin kings are allied with the Aryan nation because of like, and so you'll see stuff like that, which is really interesting.
There's like a fantasy gang like app.
Right? There's like
Like,
mergers
what
and
is-
acquisitions happening.
I imagine like it's like
That's
the same
crazy.
thing as like a lot of bullshit where the people like the Nazis at the very top, they're like, why don't you have any tattoos? They're like, I don't partake in tattoos. And then they're like behind closed doors, like these fucking idiots. They're
They
selling all our
tattooed the
drugs.
logo on their arm.
Get this. I got someone to get Adolf Hitler's face on the back of their thigh.
Is Bill Clinton doing this?
Hey,
Yeah.
I got someone to tattoo Adolf Hitler right on the back of their thigh. His name's Joe Biden. Ask him to show you his calf. He'll talk about his hairy legs to deflect, but there's a picture of Adolf right back there. But I had him get it with a handlebar mustache, so you don't even know it's him. Do you remember those? Do you know those pictures they had online where it's like when they feared that Hitler like fled to Argentina or something? It was like, these are the pictures of what this man may look like. And it really drove home like, oh, this guy Hitler is the most average looking dude of all time. It's just the mustache that makes him super recognizable, because they showed him with different mustaches. They showed him with bald hair, and it's like bald mustacheless Hitler. You could not pick that dude out of a crowd. Like it was the mustache that made us think he was so iconic with his looks. and that's why you should vote for me.
What can we learn from this?
We can learn that. Yeah, see, look at that guy on the left.
Dun dun dun.
That does not. That guy on the left looks nothing like what I would
doesn't
imagine
look like
Hitler to be. Like if you put him in like a psychology textbook and was like, Dr. Johnson came up with this part of cognitive behavioral therapy, you'd be like, oh, okay, that's certainly not Hitler.
I ended on that note. I love the
That was the
wordplay.
best
Very
shit
nice.
I've ever heard.